Coach Jason Capson, and today we're going to talk about how to prepare for your TRT shots. And I've been asked this quite a bit, so I'm going to lay this out. This is how I do it. It's not necessarily how your doctor will get you to do it, but this is how I do it, and it's based on my doctor's recommendation and years and years and years of experience. So as you can see, I lay everything out on a table because I do have some OCD and I like to have everything prepared ahead of time and clean and ready to go. So you've got everything you need right here to start your TRT prep for your dose. Testsipinate. Now, I've tried every kind of test there is, and there's all kinds of them. This Testsipinate, test unveil are the two that are used most often for TRT. Sometimes there's a blend, Testosterone and that kind of a thing, but this is the go-to. This is the one that I'm using. It's the one the doctor prescribed to me, and it does work very, very well for TRT, for testosterone replacement therapy. Alcohol swabs, make sure you've got lots of them. Make sure you use them. Use them every single time. Use a new one every time you take a shot. Use it for the top of the bottle and use it for your skin as well. You've got the actual syringe itself. This is a 1 ml syringe. I like this one. It's easy to use. It's easy to remove the dart and the pins with. You can get any kind of syringe you want. I just find this one is easy as far as a measurement goes as well. So, you do you, but this is the one that I use. And here you have the actual dart, what I call the dart, 18 gauge, 1 inch. You do not want to inject yourself with this bad boy. You will only do that once. Been there, done that. Don't do it, not recommended at all. Only use this dart to remove the testosterone, the oil from the bottle, and then you replace this dart with the actual pin that you'll be injecting into your body. This is the pin itself. It's a 25 gauge, 5/8 of an inch. So it's a thinner needle and it's only 5/8 of an inch. So there's actually very little pain, if any at all, when injecting this needle into your body. It's much better than 1.5 inches that we used to inject ourselves with in the past. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to get the alcohol swab. You're going to rip that bad boy open, and then you're going to make sure that you wipe the top of the bottle every single time. Remember to do this every single time. Never forget to do that. Always be safe, always be clean. And then what I do is I get the syringe and I take the syringe out of its plastic wrap, and I'm very methodical when I do this. I do it the same way every time. I'm very careful not to touch the top of the dart. I make sure that everything stays sterile, everything stays clean every single time I do it. That's really, really important because you want to make sure you avoid any kind of an infection, any kind of an abscess, that kind of a thing. So I pull the dart out, I immediately put it onto the syringe, and we're ready to go as far as pulling the actual oil, testosterone out of the bottle itself. So what I tend to do is I pull back on the syringe a little bit to put some air into the bottle. I push the air into the bottle, and then I remove the testosterone oil solution from the bottle until I get to my recommended amount. And keep in mind that your recommended amount might be different than mine, of course. So make sure you check with your specialist, with your doctor, to make sure that you're taking exactly what is prescribed and no more. Then I pull back on the syringe to get all of the test out of the tip of the needle. And then I put the cover back on. And then I remove that dart. And you're done with that. Never to be used again. That goes into your garbage dispenser, your syringe dispenser. And then I put the new pin on again. Every time it's a new pin. And then you're ready for your injection. So before you inject, you're making sure that you're using a brand new alcohol swab to swab the area. Let it dry for a few seconds. And then you're going to take the cover off of the needle, and you're going to inject that needle directly into the skin, into the belly, and there's very, very little pain. You can go fast, you can go slow. I tend to go a little bit slower sometimes, and then very, very slowly inject the testosterone. And then once you have injected all of the testosterone, you pull directly out, put that back on, make sure you apply pressure with an alcohol swab for about 30 seconds, and then you're done. Then you gather up all of the stuff and you wrap it all up. This is just how I do it because of that OCD, and you put it into the dispenser and you're all done. Until the next time, and then you repeat this process once again. Take care, guys.